Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. We have a couple of scattered showers through North Dakota tonight, but eastern Minnesota under the gun. We have an active tornado warning going on there. We'll have a quick update right now on that and show a couple of your photos on this update and a brief look elsewhere across the nation tonight, as thunderstorms are going to be an issue with some severe in the central plains. Now, let's take a look at what we have with regards to the latest on the radar right now in the northern plains. As you look at International Falls and points north, some thunderstorms. Here's the main event with an observed tornado that was on the ground just north of the Duluth area. Storms south and east of the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, seeing strong thunderstorms in that area as well. Now, in North Dakota, the Devil's Lake Basin, where we did have a tornado reported touching down last night, we have garden variety showers making their way through, quick passing ones at that, heading into the Highway 200 corridor there, not far from you folks in Cooperstown, and also Nelson County as well. So moving out of the New Rockford area are those showers and storms. Let's get to the strong ones with an active tornado warning that's continuing. There was a tornado report here as we were looking just off to the north of Duluth. So you're looking at this system here on the north shore. The warning is for this storm here that is working its way to the northeast. It's moving at 26 miles per hour. And again, a tornado has been observed. There's also the risk for some 1.5-inch diameter hail. Now that storm, again, moving northeast at 26 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and track that for you as we take a look at some closer radar data here. So let me put up another Duluth area radar and pop that up for us here. So while I'm doing that and efforting to put that up here, I'll ask you to go ahead and drop a note. Let me know where you're watching from. I always like to answer your questions. Hi, Kathy from Grafton. Good to have you on board. Again, an active tornado warning kind of well away from the Fargo area tonight. It's out in eastern parts of Minnesota. More storms heading in toward Duluth. As you can see, there's an active warning in that particular area as well. And now let's see here. Where is there we are. Okay, now we'll go ahead and switch over to the Duluth radar here so we can see the latest scan information on this tornado that is now tornado warned storm is exiting the box. But you see this little area right here. This is an interesting feature. That little hook or bite taken out of the storm right there, that is likely where we are seeing the tornado at this time. And we have some gusting out of the storm, a gust front working its way through there as well. Luckily, this looks to be over rural portions of the county there. But again, let's take a look at the velocity with regard to this storm, and we can see exactly what the radar is detecting with regards to the current velocity with the storm. So this is a look at storm relative velocity. You can see the greens next to the reds right in here at the edge of the storm, and a couple areas of that showing up. Now, the Duluth area located more south of this storm, showing us that we do have some wind blowing away from the radar here as we see the reds, and then we have the wind blowing toward the radar in green. So there's the red arrow. That would show winds blowing away from the Duluth radar. This is the area of flow that is moving toward the Duluth radar at this particular time. So again, an active tornado warning with a tornado that was reported on the ground. Here's a look at that storm report for you, but it says here that it was 4 miles north of Canyon. It was reported by law enforcement, tornado crossing Highway 53 just to the north of the Canyon area. So a dangerous storm there. If you're in the path of that storm, make sure you're seeking shelter in a sturdy structure, getting out of things like campers, manufactured homes, park model homes, or anything of that sort, and seek shelter in a more sturdy structure. So new tornado warning just issued as we're talking right now. This storm moving northeast, 29 miles per hour is the update. You can see it's centered around the couplet, the rotation signature that I pointed out to you here moments ago. And as we take a look at the track of this particular storm, let me see if I can plot that for you. Let's go ahead and look at the tracking mode here. Let me put that back on. Now, again, if this is the area of the rotating part of the storm and it's moving off to the north and east at a clip of about 30 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and put that out there. You're going to see that this system is going to be working its way generally over rural parts of the area. If there were any cities in the path of this trajectory that you'd see there, that those would highlight. So again, mainly over rural portions areas just north of Duluth. Now, as the crow flies, let me go ahead and measure that for you as well. And sorry, my eyes are moving all over the place here as I'm loading up tools to help me analyze this system. Here we go. Here is the measurement from the Duluth area right now with regards to this particular tornado warned storm. The rotating part of the storm right here is 30 miles to the northwest of the Duluth area. It's moving northeast at about 30 miles per hour. Elsewhere, as we take a look in the region, we do have some storms that are quite strong in the area that are working their way out towards Duluth right now. Moose Lake, seeing some storms out near Willow River. We'll go ahead and highlight those for you before we get to your photos of what's going on. Whoopsie, I clicked on the wrong button. Here we go. Now, these storms, again, near Moose Lake, heading in the general direction of the I-35 corridor, rather, and heading into the northern reaches of Wisconsin here shortly as well. South of Minneapolis, severe thunderstorm warnings near the Hastings area, heading into River Falls in Wisconsin. So just crossing over the River Valley, there is a cluster of severe hail-producing storms, 1-inch diameter hail. 60-mile-per-hour gusts will be the main risk from those storms. Stout storms, Owatonna to Rochester and southeast parts of Minnesota, and also looking into northern parts of Iowa, Riceville, seeing a severe thunderstorm warning for that cell there. And we'll go ahead and highlight the details on that, being a movement of 35 miles per hour to the north and east. 1.5-inch diameter hail from that storm. So you'll want to seek shelter from that. Rhinelander, Wisconsin, a storm making its way towards you. Elsewhere, down in parts of eastern Kansas, down into central and northern Oklahoma, severe thunderstorms working their way through. And then thunderstorms cell north of Joplin, not far from the area near Clinton and Nevada out there in parts of Missouri. So that's a look at the activity we have going on right now. We did have some wild weather here in the northern plains as we went through our Wednesday. The same system will continue to wreak havoc as it works its way off to the east and bring a refreshing, cool splash of air to the northern plains. Loaded up to my website, your photos, hutchesweather.com. Thanks to all of you who have taken the time to upload photos right here. Again, at the website, it's letting you know that I'm going on live right now. Now, some towers in North Dakota that happened on Wednesday evening, a couple isolated ones not far from Devil's Lake. This Doreen captured this tower working its way up through Penn that did put a tornado on the ground briefly just north of Devil's Lake as we went through the Wednesday evening time frame. A picturesque cluster of storms, and check out this view of the storm that was uploaded by Chelsea. Amazing shape to this bowl at the bottom of this supercell thunderstorm that was growing in a spinning environment last night north of the Devil's Lake area. And if you look very closely, you see some little phalanges or fingers or appendages hanging down from the bottom of that supercellular thunderstorm that did put a tornado briefly onto the ground. And this is a view of the same activity, same area from Patrick near Devil's Lake. Check this out. That is an amazing shot of lightning right there. So thanks to all my viewers who have uploaded photos. You can do the same by visiting Hutch's Weather, hutchesweather.com, clicking on the video section to upload your videos and photos right there. Okay, active weather in eastern Minnesota, stretching all the way down into parts of western Missouri and eastern parts of Kansas and central parts of Oklahoma for this evening. That's where all the action is nationwide. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. If you liked what you saw here, please give my video a like or a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you do have any questions, let me know. Brenda, Sarah, good to see you on board. Some of us definitely need a drink in the garden out there because it's pretty dry in some parts of the northern plains. Tracy, good evening to you, and thanks, Leora, for watching as always. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. For now, this is where you can find me. I'd love to have you follow me on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube by hitting the subscribe button. And of course, upload your photos and check out more interactive radar anytime on hutchesweather.com.